G'day guys, welcome back to the Backyard Workshop DIY. It's time for another tool in focus, and today we are going to look at the Pica Dry Mechanical Pencil. But before we get started, make sure you're following, subscribed, click the bell for notifications, whatever platform you're watching this on. Make sure you're following along so you don't miss any future content. First of all, before we get started, massive shout out to the legends over at Timbecon for hooking me up with this to have a play with, learn how to use, look at, and then share my experience with you guys. And first up, I will admit the mechanical pencil is something I've looked at and wanted for years. But let imposter syndrome get the better of me and go, you're just a backyard DIY guy. What do you need that for? Use a pencil, buddy. And having now used this for a while, wow, I don't know how I could ever go back. First of all, if you are someone who is on site or even just a DIY like myself, breaking pencils and finding them with broken leads around your workshop or in your tool bag is so common. This nice, distinctive, strong sheath here comes out easy enough, but it is not falling out of there. So that is awesome. It's well protected. When we get to it, blunt. Its biggest problem, sharpen up, bang, right there in the end of the case. So simple as pop it in there and boom. Now, the Pica is German made and we know what they're like with their precision. So, should be no surprise to you. This is slightly damp timber that was sitting outside. Really fine, really clear marks straight up. Really like the fact it has this nice long thin end, so if I want to try and poke it through something or get into an awkward spot, it's a good size for grip, nice and light, super easy to change leads over on, and I know they've got a range of different colours but also a range of different textured leads, some waxy or almost crayon ones, as well as the pencil ones in a couple of different colours. Nice and easy to change. Hold it in, slide it out. To get our new one in, we pull our cap off, we drop our lead in, pop our cap back on, a couple of clicks, and we are good to go. But for me, the biggest thing is the fact it's self-contained, it's protected, it's got that sharpener on it, and the tip is super fine. So colouring in a mark off a marking gauge or off a marking knife going to be super easy. Lead's nice and thick, it's not going to snap, and I've just found it really easy and enjoyable to use. Plus, that little clip there sits nicely on the edge of your pocket or on your belt, and as I showed you before, it's not falling out of there. So it's fair to say I'm really impressed with the Pica Dry Mechanical Pencil, and anyone who follows me, you're going to get to see a lot of this because it's going to appear in a lot of videos anytime I'm marking stuff out. In the future, I do plan to add a few of the different colour leads and maybe even some of the different texture ones, but for now, I'm wrapped with that. If you're someone who's used either a Pica or another different mechanical pencil, let me know what your experience has been like in the comments below, and as always, have a good one, guys.